Hello, I'm Jimm. Ites. I was born 16 July 1939, and I like to say this, so I'm going to say it. There were people on the planet in 1939. Now, back then, where I lived between Hampton and Iowa Falls, we had no electricity. Our toilet paper was corn cobs from right off the hog lot, and we had no electricity. But we had a big brown radio that ran by a battery, and sometimes we could hear Mexico on that big brown radio. But the Bible talks about David in 1 Samuel chapter 30, and how he had a real challenge in his life. All his people were kidnapped by an enemy soldiers. And so then the people that were with David got mad at him and blamed him for it. And so he encouraged, this is what it says in the King James, he encouraged himself in the Lord. And so the Lord gave him the word that he should pursue him and he would have restoration. Now remember that word, restoration. That's in the New Testament. Our potential for restoration is Luke 18. A lot of people have never read that. They don't know about invoking the law of restoration. And not only did David get orders from the Lord to pursue him, he would be restored and he would have guidance. So when they were on their way, they found this ill soldier in the desert who had been kicked out of the enemy troops because he was ill. And so he told David that he'd take him to the camp. He was getting guidance as long as David promised not to kill him. And so David, the end of the story was, he encouraged himself in the Lord. And he was restored, everything was restored. And it said he has no lack, and he found abundance. Because all the soldiers that were there, David and his men got all their stuff. And the great thing about David was, the soldiers that were with him, they said to David, we're going to keep this for ourselves. We're not going to share it with anybody that didn't come with us on this trip. And David said, oh no, we're not. We're going to share it equally. And that's kind of what Jesus says to all of us. Now I'm saying that he got restoration, he had no lack. Now in the New Testament, as Jesus Christ believers, those are our potential. Their promises, when Jesus hung on the cross, he saw that all things were accomplished. So when you accept Jesus, you get the whole package. You get not only eternal life, but you get restoration, you have health provision, but everything that Jesus accomplished is our potential. And it's got to come out of our mouth, and we have to claim that potential. And we have to learn that and practice it. Never stop training. NST. Thank you for watching. I'm Jimm. Ites.